Hello, hello, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. It is Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Welcome. If you're here watching live with me, please leave me a comment and let me know you're here. I love to know who's here stamping with me. My name is Denise Cox, and I am so excited to be here with you for Sketch Night number 1. This is a brand new series I'm starting on the second Thursday of every month, and I cannot wait to kick it off with you. So say hello in the chat and let me know you're here. Hello, Jennifer. Good evening to you as well. I hope everything looks okay and sounds okay on your end. I had to do some rearranging in my craft room over the weekend, and so things are set up a little differently, so hopefully all is good. I trust that if it's not, you guys will let me know in the comments. Okay, so sketch night. How many of you watching, whether you're here live with me tonight or you're catching the replay, how many of you find some inspiration when you look at a card sketch? Because for me, that is my favorite way to get started when I'm crafting. Hello, Tina. Nice to see you. It is my favorite way to get started. It always sparks that inspiration, and once I get started, a lot of times the sketch ends up looking very different than the original one I found. But I'm always happy with the cards, and as I always say, if you don't like it at first, just keep adding things till you do, right? No stress, just keep adding those pretty things. Eventually it'll be exactly the way you like it. So we're going to kick it off tonight with sketch number 1, and I have a fun little template here for you. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Sandy. So this is our card sketch for tonight. You guys see this? I've done it all up in a fun little template for you. Of course, I'm featuring this beautiful pink color because that's my favorite color. But this is a sketch we're going to use tonight. This is sketch number 1. Now, what's really fun for you about sketch night is not only are we going to craft together, we're going to make some cards, we're going to use this sketch. We're going to talk about sketches a little as we go. But on Sunday, this sketch tutorial will be live on my blog. So you can go on over there and download the tutorial for free. It'll have the sketch, the measurements, which I have on the back of my little template here. But you'll have the measurements, you'll have pictures of the cards we're going to make, and it's all there for you just to download and add to your collection. Each month you're going to get a new one, so get ready because there's lots of inspiration coming your way. Oh my gosh, so many of you here tonight. Hello, hello. Hi, Donna from Ontario. Hello, Anita and Sandy's from Marshfield. I can't read today. So welcome, everybody. Thank you so much, Sonia, for sharing the video. I appreciate that so much. It really helps people to find us and come check out my channel as well. So that being said, are you guys ready to do some stamping? We're going to make 2 different cards tonight. One, we're going to use the brand new, what is it called? Unbridled Beauty. I love horses. It is the year of the horse this year. And so look at this. Isn't this a fun set? This is available, just launched yesterday, no, on the 6th for customers. It's an online exclusive, and I saw it and I had to have it because I love horses. So we're going to make one using that card. Aw, Stacy, I'm so glad you're looking forward to this. It's going to be super fun. As you can tell, I'm very excited. And as I mentioned, sketches are my favorite. So get ready. We're going to have some fun with them. Okay, the other stamp card we're going to make features the Perfectly Pears bundle. So this is currently on Stampin' Up's Last Chance. But please, if you don't already have these stamp sets, don't even panic because you can pull out anything from your stash and recreate these cards, and you're going to love it just the same. So hello, Carol. Oh my goodness, I've missed you. I haven't seen you for so long on here. Okay, you guys. So we are going to stamp. We're going to make 2 beautiful cards, and we're going to use that sketch. So let me turn the camera down. Again, a little bit different setup. Hopefully everything looks good on your end. I'm just going to move on over here. I think I'm going to actually change the tone of this light because it's seeming a little yellow. I don't know. That doesn't look good. How about that one? That one looks okay to me. Okay. Just getting all the kinks worked out before we get started. All right. Hi, Mary Jean. All right. So here is the sketch we're going to use. Now for each month, every second Thursday, we're going to do sketch series, and I'm going to have these templates already made so you guys can reference them throughout the video to see where we're going with the designs we're making. So I'm going to sketch that over there. Now, if you want to make these for yourselves too, you could download the free PDF and just cut the pieces as I have and put them all together. And on the back, I've got the little sticker here with the measurements. All right. Hello, Barb from Rosetown, Saskatchewan. Nice to see you here. Okay, so for tonight, like I said, we're going to make 2 cards. First one's featuring Unbridled Beauty. This is a standalone stamp set, but I absolutely, like I said, I love it. It's so cute. All right, so what we're going to do, I have got some Smoky Slate. Is that Smoky Slate? Oh my gosh, you guys, yes, it's Smoky Slate. I was thinking maybe it's gray granite. My lighting's a bit off. Smoky Slate, we're going to pair it with some early espresso. So you can see I've got some pieces here. Okay, and we've got a little bit of Misty Moonlight, a piece of white for our insert, and then we've got some Country Woods Designer Series paper. So this one has been around for a while, right? You guys probably recognize this if you follow Stampin' Up. If not, anything you have in your collection is going to be just fine. And I have 3 more cards in addition to the 2 we're making tonight that I'm going to share with you at the end of the video. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to use our card base. This is just a standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. We're going to give that a good press here. Hi, Carol from New Brunswick. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us here live tonight. Okay, so we've got our card base. Now we have a piece of early espresso that is also 4 by 5 1/4. We have a piece of early espresso, which is, if I cheat on my little sheet here, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Then we've got our designer series paper, which is 3 by 4 1/4. We're going to create a tag out of our early espresso, so mine's 2 inches wide. And we have layer 3. Oh, layer 3 is our little sentiment here. And then I've got another piece for the inside of the card. Okay. So don't worry if you didn't catch those measurements. They're going to be on my blog on Sunday and you can download them in that free PDF. If you are in my email newsletter, the reminder to go download that will be in Tuesday's Creative Chirp email. So make sure to check that out. All right, so let's grab our early espresso ink pad. Okay, first things first, we're going to create the tag. So I've got a piece of early espresso. It's 2 inches by a little over 3 inches. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use my tag topper punch. Now, if you guys have this one, then pull it out of your stash because it is one of mine that has never left my craft room because I really love how easy these are. So I'm just going to slide this 2-inch piece in and I'm going to create that tag topper. Now, if you don't have this, don't panic. You can use anything else. You could even just use a straight piece of cardstock. It doesn't have to be tag shaped, but you could create your own too with a hole punch and diagonal cut the edges. You get the gist. Okay, then we're going to take this small little horse image here with the 2 horses. Hi, Jen. Nice to see you. And we're going to stamp these guys with early espresso ink onto our early espresso tag. And this is just to create pattern on the cardstock and create a little bit of interest. And you guys are gonna love, I'll bring it up closer to the camera here in a minute. You'll love how cute these look. They're just so cute. And I think just because I want it to look random, I'm gonna stamp some up there too. Okay, so let me hold that up a little bit closer to the camera. Can you guys see those horses on there? Like, they're so beautiful. I just love this stamp set. So that's our tag. Now in the sketch, you'll notice there's a circle. So I believe it's the 2-inch circle, and I have all of the layouts on here, you guys, all the measurements. So I can follow along and I won't say the wrong number. So I'm gonna grab my 2-inch circle punch, and we just need a scrap piece of white, which is right over here. Okay. And I think for this one, I'm actually going to, oh goodness, I'm going to stamp my horse first. So we're going to use just the head of the horse. And I think this is such a beautiful image. So again, with the early espresso, and we're just going to stamp that on here. Put to the side for a minute. And then we're going to punch out our horse. So I stamped it because he's bigger than this punch will allow, but I want to make sure not to cut his ears off. So I'm just going to center him in there and punch that out. Okay. Now we can start building and layering. So I'm going to grab my early espresso piece here. Remember, this one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And we've got our designer series paper that is 3 by 4 1/4. Oh, I guess I need some adhesive. 1 second. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, and you know what I don't even have? I didn't even have bumpets. That would not have worked very well, would it? Okay, so we're going to use some adhesive and stick this down. So for those of you watching, put a yes or a no in the comments and tell me if you enjoy using card sketches when you're creating. If you're a scrapbooker, there's lots of scrapbooking sketches out there too, and that's something else I have on my mind to work on, is creating a series of scrapbooking sketches. So let me know if that interests you, and as I said, a yes or a no in the comment to let me know if you use sketches when you're crafting. Okay, so this is going to be centered on the card front. So again, we'll just adhere it. No dimensionals yet. I think, yeah. I was just trying to decide if I want this at the top or the brown. I actually really like this look. So I'm gonna put that one at the top of my card. And holy, look at this. My fold is not very good, not very lined up. So I am going to pull that over a little bit more, make it line up. Oop. And if you can't, see how it's being stubborn, it doesn't want to line up. If it does that to you, well, it just worked. If it does that, I usually just flip it over and put the longer side on the front. But anyway, you get the gist. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on here like that, centered on the card front. Ooh, Tina and Barb love card sketches. That's awesome. And Sonia too. Okay, now here's our tag. Now you can leave your tag. Remember, this is a sketch. It's totally open for interpretation. Change it, alternate it, rotate it, take parts off, add more parts, whatever you want to do. There's no right or wrong. It's your crafting after all. So I'm going to add ribbon to this one. So we're going to use this Misty Moonlight ribbon. I don't know what it's called. It is a Stampin' Up product, and it came with a roll of white as well. So you'll find it on their site, or use any kind of ribbon you have. Oh, Carol likes them. Jennifer likes sketches too. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to pull this ribbon through. Oh, I might not have cut a long enough piece. Might not have, because I was thinking about the next card, what I want to do. Yeah, this isn't going to be long enough. So that's going to go in my ribbon stash. We're going to just start over again. I have a little bowl, so to speak, of bits and pieces like that when I don't cut them long enough or whatever. So it'll go in there. Okay, so we're going to pull our ribbon through, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot. See, it wasn't long enough to tie in a knot. Apparently tying a knot is a tough thing tonight. Oh, bear with me, guys, bear with me. It has been a day. First I had work and there was just some things there. And then I came home and found out my website had crashed because I didn't renew something. So thankfully, Catherine saved the day and that's back up and running. And then my technology here wouldn't work. So you know what? The fact that I can't tie a knot isn't really surprising me right now. But that's okay. Crafting is joyful, not stressful. We make the very best of it, right? Okay, so there's our ribbon through our tag. And now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add some bumpets. I think I'm going to put 5 on here. You probably could get away with 4, but I don't want the middle to be drooping or sagging. So we're going to put 1 in there for extra assurance. Don't forget, if you're just joining us live now, say hello in the comments. I love to know who's here stamping with me. And welcome to the video. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to give me the thumbs up. Send a little heart this way. All right, there is our tag. Do you see how this is closely following our sketch? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that circle. Where did it go? I had to stamp the little horsey here somewhere. Oh, right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to stamp the little sentiment, and I just saw that one right here. And for this one, in our stamps that we're using, again, hi Mary, welcome from Indiana. So we're going to use From the Heart because I think that's a really fun sentiment and it can be used for so many different things. So we're going to use our early espresso again. Nice and simple. We're only using one ink pad on this whole card tonight. And we're going to stamp that in the center of our strip. And I think, no, I'm not done with that quite yet, so we'll keep it open. All right, so now on the sketch that I did here, this little banner is under the circle. For this card, I'm actually going to put it over the circle because I want it to be my sentiment. So we're going to kind of have this situated like that. Now, to keep the horse nice and balanced, I don't want it to be, you know, going like this and wonky wonky. So we're going to put one bump it on that side and a bit of glue here. And then when we place it on our circle, that bump it is going to stick down to the layer here so that it's even with the bump it's behind the tag. Does that make sense? So we've got it nice and even, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to adhere our label right across there with our sentiment on it. So for this one, again, you could get away with just gluing here, but I'm going to put a little bump it behind there for the same reason. So if you guys know and watch my channel, you'll know I love bump its, aka dimensionals. They're my favorite adhesive, and I just love the dimension it gives to your projects. So we are going to stick this down like that. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? I just love this horse stamp. Okay, so now for the inside, if you watched last week's video, we did some technique last week, but I was telling you how I love layering up the inside of my cards. I all of a sudden just decided that that's like what I like to do. And so you can do it too, or you can do it just plain, or you can put one insert in, whatever you want to do. But for this card, I am going to take my early espresso and I'm going to take this horse image and I'm going to stamp it again down here in the bottom corner, and I'm going to intentionally make it so that it's coming off the edge. So he doesn't look like he's floating. He's right there grounded in the center. All right, then I'm going to grab another sentiment out of our stamp set, which, where did it go? Here it is. So this is thanks for being a true friend. Oh my goodness, this hair does not want to. Holy, real-time crafting with Denise. That's what we call this, right? Hair and all. Okay. Then we're going to grab Misty Moonlight. It's going to tie in with our sentiment here and our ribbon. We're going to stamp that in the center. Like that. Close up this ink pad before I get ink all over the place. And then we're going to glue this right on there, centered. Now, isn't that so nice looking? I just love the way that looks. And then we're going to adhere it to the inside of the card. It also makes the card a bit more sturdy, and so it's going to stand nicer, and it's going to just be a little more, it's definitely going to be a little more bulky too, I'm not going to lie, but I think it looks so finished that way. Anyway, I don't do it to all of them, but lately I've been doing it to lots. So the other thing I'm going to do is add some bling on here, and I'm going to use these pressed flower motifs. So what we can do is we're going to put one, kind of act like a little button right here. And then two different sizes of these, so we can put them wherever we want, but I think up here they'll stand out in that lighter color. And there we go. So there is card number 1 using sketch number 1 in our series. Let me know in the comments what you think. And then I am going to prepare my space here to get ready for card number 2 using the Perfectly Pears. Thanks, Anya. Okay. Now, as for my... I'm just going to move those off to the side. I will clean them later. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, we're going to need the circle punch again. So remember, we're going to follow the same sketch. I kept really, really close to this sketch this time. In the future, in sketch videos, you may see me turning them and twisting them or manipulating those sketches somehow. But for tonight, we're going to keep it nice. Oh, I showed you the card ahead of time. Nice and simple. Okay, so for tonight's color combo on this one, we're going to use Darling Duckling with some Secret Sea and a little pop of Petal Pink. I think that combo is kind of... not expected, but I love how it turned out. So, thanks so much, Donna and Barb. Okay, so same thing. We're going to follow this sketch right along. We're going to fold our Darling Duckling, but let me do a little better job folding it. This time, we're going to take this beautiful pear paper. And what is this pear paper actually called? I am trying to remember. Painterly Pears. Painterly Pears. So we're going to take our 3 by 4 1/4 piece and we're going to adhere it to our 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 cardstock. So Secret Sea and our Painterly Pears. That is going to go right on here. I'm going to center that as best I can. Okay, and then we're going to put that directly onto our card center front and center. Oh, what is going on? This continually is happening to me recently and I don't understand why. It's pulling up the cardstock. Anybody else have that happen to them if they're using the Stampin' Up seal? It never used to happen. I don't know what I'm doing differently. Okay, so we've got that attached. Isn't that paper just stunning? I love it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the same piece of white, because why not? We have a scrap here. And for this one, I just want a plain white circle. No stamping, plain white circle. Okay, and you know what I did? I forgot to get a piece of, where is my, I was thinking we have a color missing. I always use 3 colors. Well, we do have the petal pink, but there should be an old olive piece in here too, and I don't see it. So we're going to grab my little, never mind me as I dig through my little scrap bin here. And we're going to cut this down to 2 inches by 3. Thanks, Carol. I'm glad you love it. So again, never mind me, real-time crafting. I thought I was so organized for sketch night number 1, but here I have forgotten to cut out my tag. But I'm sure you guys can all relate, right? You think you're so organized and then something just is missed. Okay, again, we're going to use our tag topper punch. Now, if you have a different one, go ahead and use that. Use whatever you want, but I just really like this one. I like the simplicity. So we're going to stamp or punch this out. Make our tag. Oh my, I'm so sorry. Punches drop loud. Okay, I think I need a drink of my water. Maybe I should have coffee again like I had to last week. All right. Okay, so in the Painterly Pears designer paper, there's a piece of paper that has these pears all over it, and they lovingly coordinate with our dies. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut those out. So you can see how well these line up, right? So if you have this in your collection already, then you'll already know this. And if you don't, then this is just a little tip. When you're buying Stampin' Up products and they have designer series paper, a lot of the time they'll have done this for us, which is lovely. So we're going to line up this pear. Oops, moved on me. And I just use this Post-it tape from Amazon to hold my dies down because it's easy. And this roll, I've had this roll for over 2 years, and look at how much is still left on it. Oh, wrong way. Look how much is still left on it. Like, it just lasts and lasts. And then there's this little die here. Because the other nice thing about this tape while we're talking about it is that you can reuse it. So I won't throw it away after I'm done this one. I'll just stick it to the top of my die cutting machine, and then it will be there for the next time I want to use it. Okay, so let me grab my little boss here. Again, I thought I was so prepared, but the little boss is on the shelf beside me. All right, so we can go ahead and we can cut these pears out. Now I know there's no surprise because I already spoiled this surprise and showed you guys the card ahead of time accidentally. But bear with me. The process is part of the fun, right? Okay, so let's roll this one through. Oh, that did not go straight. There we go. And then we're gonna have to do it one more time with the little top of the leaves. Okay. And here's our pear. And then our pair of pears. And now we can just use our last die and cut out the top of the pears here. The leaves, I guess not the top of the pear. All right, so let's go ahead. Put that there. We are going to put this here. Did you see how I staggered that? If you guys have this little boss, you're gonna know that trick, right? You wanna make sure it's staggered a little bit. Helps it feed through easier. Barb, no, that topper punch unfortunately was retired so long ago, but I've just held on to it because I think it's just the best. That and my banner pick-a-punch will never ever leave my side. Okay. All right, now remember what I say, we want to craft from our stash as much as we can because we bought those things because we love them, right? And so a lot of times we don't get to show them the love they want if we're constantly just going after all the new stuff. Now, I'm not saying don't buy new stuff because you saw it. I have the horses after all. But it's fun to pull from your stash and create cards using those things that you bought and invested in already. Okay, so now that we have all of these bits and pieces, I'm going to grab some rickrack. Now this is a product that came out in the online exclusives as well. So I did buy bits and pieces of different things and I loved this ribbon. So we're going to cut a little piece of this rickrack. And it's old olive too, so it's going to tie nicely in with our punched tag here. Ooh, there we go. And I'm totally okay with it unraveling at the ends. I think that adds to the charm of it. Okay, then with a little bit of linen thread, we're going to do the top. Whoopsies. We're going to do the top of we're going to do the top of this one a little different. We're not just going to tie a knot. I'm going to grab some linen thread. Oh, this is a brand new one. This is always a challenge. Where is that end? That happened way too easy. There's my first win of the day, you guys. My linen thread and was found so easily, the end. Okay. So what I like to do when I'm tying a knot like this is put something a little heavy on the tag so it's not going to move. And then I'm going to wrap that around. Okay. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. And the snail is just there so that my tag won't move. That's all. Okay. See how that goes? It's so fun, this ribbon, you guys. I'm so glad I convinced myself I needed it. go. Now we'll tweak this and make it look beautiful in a minute, but for now, the base of it's done. We've got our ribbon through and we've got our linen thread tied. So we're good. We're good for that. We've got our pears cut and we've got the inside pieces here. Now I forgot one thing. We're going to be using the stamp set, another one from my collection that is called the Perfect Pear, and it's pear in a different way. If you guys know which one, you know. Just let me grab it because I forgot that too. Perfect Pears. There we go. Okay, so Perfect Pears is this one right here. Okay, we're going to use that one as well. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. What are you baking? I love to bake. Okay, so we're going to use this one as well. We're going to just use the Sentiment Perfect Pear. So this time our ink pad we're going to use is Secret C. Oh my gosh, I've got a hot mess here. Okay, and then from our Perfectly Pears stamp set, we're just going to use the sentiment Congratulations right here. I love the scent. Oh my gosh, Michelle's baking bagels again. Okay, I saw the ones you baked last time on your post, your social post, and my mouth was watering. They looked delicious. Okay, so now let's take our little petal pink. Again, remember, we're following this little sketch. So we're going to stamp Congratulations kind of in the center of our tag here, or our strip. And then on the inside, while we have the ink out, right here. So we're going to use, where is it? Oh, right there. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it, you guys. Okay, that definitely should be coffee and not water in my cup tonight. So we're going to take this Perfect Pear and we're going to stick it right here in the center. So isn't that fun how those two stamps are like completely different? Like check this out. Okay, one is super cute and cartoony and fun, and the other one is just elegant and beautiful, and yet we're pairing them together. Get it? Pairing them together to create this card. So now, stamp, stamp, stamped. We're gonna close this. All right, so now let's finish building here. So like we did on the last card, we're going to put some bumpets on the back, if I can find them. I am honestly wishing I could show you guys my desk. Like, it's kind of embarrassing how messy it is, but at the same time, I'm sure you guys can relate. Maybe I do need a glass of wine, Barb. Yes. I actually don't drink wine. I've never really liked it, but maybe tonight it would help. Okay, so we're going to take this and we are going to take this tag and we're going to stick it down here just like it is in the sketch. Then we're going to grab our circle, and like we did in the last one, because I don't like things to be off balance, we're going to put a little oops. Okay, come on. Why am I having so much trouble with my snail tonight? So we're going to take this and we're going to stick that down just like that. Okay, no stamping done. Then we're going to take our Congratulations and we are going to pop that across here. Now I want this one to be on bumpets this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one bumpet here, one bumpet there. And then see how that's going to be there. And then this is going to be like a diving board. It's all springy, right? We don't want that. So this is already on dimensional. So in order to keep it flat and even, I need to put two bumpets. So I'm going to double stack them. Okay. Now when it goes down, it's going to be nice and level and we won't have that diving board anymore. All right. So that's going to go across here. Like that. Aren't these colors spectacular, you guys? We're using Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, Petal Pink, and Old Olive. Then we're going to take our double pears right here, our pair of pears, and we're going to put some bumpets on the back. The colors are just, yes, I love the colors too. They're so fun. Okay, then we're going to take these pears and we're going to kind of stagger them a little so that they're over top of our sentiment, like that. Okay, so now back to the inside of our card. So we've got Perfect Pear stamped. Now I'm going to stick this pear down here in the corner. Or actually, you know what? Maybe I want it over here. I think because I like this green. That's why I decided, if you want to know the truth. I'm putting it over here because I like this side of the pear better. That's my reasoning. So I'm going to put some adhesive down here. I'm intentionally putting it off the side of the page. And then we're going to take the leaves. And we're going to stick them, oops, kind of like this. Then we're going to turn our paper over and we're going to trim off the excess of the pear. See, I didn't want to lose that pretty green side of the pear by cutting it off, so we put it on that side. Okay, so now you might be wondering, it says congratulations, perfect pear. It's missing the two So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Up marker. Yes, they're retired, but maybe you have them in your collection, you have a different pen, or even just pull out a ballpoint pen. It's all good. And then I'm just going to write in matching colors to perfect pear. Okay, so it doesn't have to be super fancy. You guys don't overthink it. We can all handwrite, so just put a little 2 on there. And you know how that came to be was because I searched high and low through all the hundreds of stamp sets I have to see if I had one. Oops, I forgot this layer. If I had one that said 2 and then I finally thought, oh my goodness, Denise, just write it. It's 3 letters. So there we go. That's how it came to be. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Okay, so here is this, and now we're going to add some bling, and I pulled out the muted palette dots. Now, bling is one thing I will definitely say we probably all have more than we could ever use. I know I do. And in all the years where I used to sell my retired stuff, I rarely sold my bling. And so let me tell you, I have so much to choose from. But these are the ones I pulled out because I loved the look of them and I thought they were the perfect color. They're actually mossy meadow, but I just love how it kind of ties in here. So we're going to use those to stack to our green tag like that. All right, let's see what else we got here. What else are we going to do to this card? We're going to make it look better because this ribbon has got a mind of its own. So let's go ahead. First of all, let's tweak this linen thread. Okay. And then don't forget, I have 3 more cards to share with you guys, so don't go anywhere. These ones are true. The ones coming up are a true mix of how this sketch can be, look so many different ways. So these are a little long for my liking. So I'm just going to come in with my snips and I'm just going to cut them shorter. And cut them shorter. Oops, that one didn't want to come. There we go. Okay, so the nice thing about this ribbon is we can just kind of tease it a little at the ends, and then we get this fun little textury, feathery look to the tops. Like that. Okay, so what do you guys think of the cards we made tonight? There they are. Unbridled Beauty and Perfect Pears. My samples are pretty much the same, but I can share them with you guys just like that. So different color, depending on where you cut that DSP, gives this card a whole new look. But these are all inspired by my first sketch in our series. There you go. Now, let me share with you 3 more cards I made using sketch number 1. And then at the end, I want you guys to let me know which one is your favorite, because I love to know what you guys think and what you're looking for as far as inspiration goes. So there's cards we made tonight. Here's our sketch. Now, I went along and I bought that, oh my gosh, you guys, have you seen it? That bug paper? I don't know what it's called. I'm sure somebody on here will know. One of my demonstrator friends who's here will know what this paper is called. It is, oh my gosh, I have it written somewhere. Cute as a bug. Oh, that was easy. So here is our cute as a bug version of that same sketch. This one I used a different tag topper, and I actually intentionally covered the hole so it looks a little different. Happy birthday, all cut from the DSP. I did not buy this bundle, but there's that card, happy birthday, and then a cute little reading bug in the side. So there's that card. Then I used the Turtley Cute because, well, why not? It's cute. And I created this fun birthday card. The inside of this one. Birthday wishes, just like that. Do you guys see how I'm layering this cardstock? I think it looks so cool. I just think it looks so much more finished. And then this one might be my favorite. So I can't wait to see which one you guys like. But this is the going back in time snail mail. Do you remember that one? It's Valentine's Day coming up, but how adorable did this card turn out? And then we have that on the inside. Oh my gosh, I just love it. So there we have it. There's our 5 cards using this one sketch. And look how different they are. This is why I love a sketch. We can totally change it just by switching out the product. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite of all 5 of these cards. And I am going to come back on the screen to say hello. Here we are. All right, that is sketch night number 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are excited to join in this series with me and join me every second Thursday of the month for sketch night, and get a little bit of inspiration and ways that you can look at one sketch and change it into something totally different. So I'm just looking at the comments here to see who is commenting. Carol loves the horse and the cute as a bug. Jennifer's too hard to choose. Valentine's or the horse. Mary also loves the snail mail the best. You guys, this is for whatever reason, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the colors, the images, or what, but this was one of my very favorite paper Stampin' Up ever came out with. And I have hoarded 2 packs of it. Well, I'll pack in a bit now. And I just love it. I love, love, love that paper. Tina loves the pears and the bugs. See, it's so fun for me to see that my viewers all like a different version, and that it really inspires me to keep creating and find different ways to share and inspire you guys. So I hope that this video did just that, inspired you to find some time in your craft space, pull out some of your favorite loved products, and just start creating. You can use this sketch, which you can download on my blog on Sunday. You can download the whole tutorial. Or maybe you want to go onto Pinterest and type in card sketches and get started there. But that is like I said, my favorite way to start creating, especially when I'm having a hard time getting started. It's very, very fun. So join me next week, Thursday, January 15th. We're going to do a fun fold. So I've got something really fun for you guys next Thursday. So join me then. You can catch this replay anytime, or you can, sorry. And I do want you to visit my blog on Sunday to check out this sketch download and be inspired by the cards and pictures I'm going to share there for you. So if you haven't already subscribed to my email list, make sure you do. The link is in the comments in the description here. Join that. You're going to get a free tutorial right off the bat. And then every Tuesday you get my fun little creative chirp email, a nice little light read what you can enjoy while you're having your cup of coffee or getting ready for work, whatever the case may be, but it's something fun and just some upbeat little inspiration for your week. Barb loves the pear card. Carol's the horse and the pear. And Michelle wants to try it. So I encourage you guys to try this sketch. Thank you again for being here. I'm going to sign off, but I will see you guys back here next week to do a little fun fold with you. Cheers.